My mother tells me that when I was a teenager, she noticed a dip in my mood every year around the time of exams in school. I was also involved in a lot of extracurriculars, and so coupled with the exam pressures, I would become down. Fifth form was the first time that I visited a doctor based on my mom's concern for my mental health. And the doctor told me that my decrease in physical activity resulted in low endorphins and my depressed mood. She encouraged me to continue exercising.
Researchers estimate that almost 40% of Jamaicans suffer from personality disorders, a type of mental illness, and that depression and schizophrenia are the most common mental illnesses in Jamaica. Unfortunately, many Jamaicans think that mental illness could never affect them or someone they love.
In my second year of university, I experienced a number of challenging events that led to my very first panic attack. It was something that took me by surprise, and so I decided that I needed to seek counseling. But even with counseling, the depressed mood was something that began to interfere with my ability to live and enjoy life and to perform well in school. I was unmotivated to do anything. I was anxious about my ability to do well in school. And in my fourth year, I went through the darkest period of my life where I isolated myself from my family and my friends, and I struggled to complete my degree. Even after the initial high of completing my degree, I went through episodes where I broke down. I locked myself in a room, I didn't speak to anyone, I didn't eat for days. And after this first episode out of school, I decided I needed to seek treatment again. And I was diagnosed as clinically depressed with anxiety and given prescription medication.
The Jamaica Mental Health Advocacy Network, or JAMHAN, is committed to raising awareness about mental health. JAMHAN works to support mental health programs by local partners, such as the Ministry of Health, that offers mental health services to persons that suffer from mental illnesses in their homes and communities. In doing this work, mental health caregivers such as psychiatric nurses come face to face with mental illness every day.
Working in community mental health and psychiatry is a tough but rewarding job. I get to provide mental health service to persons in their homes and in their communities. However, based on the large number of cases and the few number of community mental health caregivers, it is often a difficult task.
After my diagnosis, I experienced relief with the medication, but also regular waves of depressive episodes when I wasn't consistent. Today, I'm exploring holistic approaches to mental health, using exercise, being very keen on my diet, using my sense of spirituality, and I've noticed that for the past 6 months, I have been without a depressive episode, the longest period of time during my fight with mental health. I'm also an advocate for mental health, and I work with young people to use movement to help them to talk about and to balance their own mental health.
JAMHAN is encouraging everyone to become mental health ambassadors in their homes, schools, and communities.
While you need a doctor or a psychiatrist to diagnose a mental disorder, there are signs and symptoms that as individuals you can look for. An individual change in behavior or mood, or their response to stressful situations or events. Someone who starts drinking, using drugs, smoking, these are signs that you can look for. Persons who are becoming physically and verbally abusive towards themselves and others means that these persons need some help. You can refer them to the community mental health team for assistance. It is important that these persons get help because they can hurt themselves or they can hurt others. We are depending on you to help us in mental health.
Remember, if you or someone you love is suffering from a mental illness, it's okay to ask for help. It is all of our duty to help ourselves and each other, and always remember, mental health matters.